Hi Virgo, welcome to your love reading for December 2018. This is Elizabeth from channeledguidance.com. Okay, so I've already shuffled the decks for you. Let's go ahead and begin. This is for confirmation, but first let's get you 9 cards from this deck. This is the love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. The first card that you have is the Two of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. Prince of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. Princess of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. The World. Love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. Four of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. Two of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. The Lovers. Love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. Queen of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Virgo for December. Ace of Cups. Okay, what's the most important message that Virgo needs to hear about their love life for December 2018? And the card that you have is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, this could be that you're really fighting yourself when it comes to a relationship. There's a struggle going on inside of you. For others, this could be that there's a lot of conflict with your partner. This could represent pettiness, fighting, disagreements. But again, this can also represent an inner struggle. We'll come back to this to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. So let's go ahead and look at the first row here. But first, Virgo, if you would like to get a private reading with me, just go to my website, channeledguidance.com. I've also created a new Facebook account. It's not a page or a group. You have to add me as a friend. And it is a new one. So if you added me once and you thought I disappeared, Facebook did delete it for some bizarre reason, but I made another one. I'll put a link down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what you have going on here, because I see that you have a lot going on. Let's look at the first row. So in the first row, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Prince of Wands, and the Princess of Wands. So the Two of Pentacles, it represents instability. It represents kind of, everything's up in the air. It represents kind of wishy-washy energy. And, and the card next to it is the total opposite. The Prince of Wands is actually the Knight of Wands. It's just called the Prince of Wands in this deck. So we'll just call it the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, this is really self-confident energy. This is going after what you want in a really self-confident way. This is a relentless pursuit of a relationship, of a person that you want to be with. But with the Two of Pentacles as the first card, it just seems like there's somebody keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Again, this represents wishy-washy energy. So, I mean, it could be that for some of you, you're maybe waiting for a partner to decide, if they're going to have a relationship with you. And there's a lot of back and forth with the Two of Pentacles. Keep in mind that the main energy is the Five of Wands. So someone has, some type of deep inner struggle when it comes to a relationship. It could be that you really want to move forward, but your partner doesn't. They're really kind of dragging their feet. There is some type of struggle going on with the Five of Wands. And again, a lot of back and forth energy here with the Two of Pentacles. Scattered energy. With the Prince of Wands, there is a need to really move forward and go after what you want. With the Princess of Wands, which is actually the Page of Wands, this could represent good news, but it just represents a sense of excitement, a sense of change and adventure. So I feel like here, for some of you, it could be that there is a choice between partners with the Two of Pentacles. You may be going back and forth, do I want to be with this person, or maybe I don't want to be with this person. The twos also have to do with choices. I just feel like if a choice is made, and you really decide that you're going to, stick it out in this relationship or pursue this person, the Princess of Wands is telling you a lot of excitement, a lot of change is headed your way. But otherwise, you have to take action. Otherwise, everything is up in the air here with the Two of Pentacles. So in the second row, you have the World, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So the world is telling you it's time for a new cycle for the sign of Virgo. It's time for an ending and a new beginning. You know, and I see either a marriage here or a long-term relationship. This is something long-term, something stable. Again, it's time for it. It's time for a new cycle in your love life. But I see resistance here with the Two of Swords. This is someone that refuses to see what's right in front of them. This is someone that a really stubborn energy of refusing to take action, make a decision. So Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, there is some type of choice that the sign of Virgo needs to make. And I really feel like you really do not want to make it. Again, ties in with the main energy. You're really fighting yourself. Maybe you're fighting yourself and moving forward with a relationship. Again, the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. You're really fighting that energy. Maybe, you know, you don't trust the person. Maybe you're hoping for something different. But I do see a long-term relationship here, but someone is hesitating. It could be you or it could be your partner. With the Two of Swords, there's something really complicated going on. This is not just a decision that someone does not want to make. It's something that's very complicated. It's very difficult. It's not an easy decision. But if you can make that decision, again, this is a general reading, so you have to decide and figure out for yourself, how does this apply to you? What type of decision you have to make? You know, there is either a marriage, which could be your marriage being intact, your marriage being saved, or a relationship moving forward to something more committed. It's time for a new cycle, but there is major decisions that you have to make. And also with the Prince of Wands, you've got to move forward in a self-confident way. If you don't move forward in a self-confident way, then you're not really receiving this, which is either a marriage or a long-term relationship. You've got to decide. Now down here at the bottom, interesting, you've got a lot of loving energy down here. You've got the Lovers. So, I mean, for the sign of Virgo, there is happiness. There's a committed relationship staring right at you. For some of you, this could be someone you know. This could be someone coming into your life. You do have a water sign here. So this would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising. I feel like if you're connecting with a water sign, I mean, the Ace of Cups. This is a new relationship for you. This could, for those who are having problems in a relationship and your partner is a water sign, again, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, you can rekindle that connection. For those who are single, I mean, a water sign is really standing out here. Usually Virgo and water signs do get along. I know that because I am a water sign and I've never met a Virgo I didn't like. So I see you here in the bottom row, kind of really connecting with someone. And for those of you that, you know, maybe you think your partner is not a water sign, I mean, this could even be your energy. If you have a moon or rising sign in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, it can even be the energy that you're in. This is the energy of someone who's very loving, affectionate, intuitive, very gentle. I see you in a relationship with this person. There is strong potential there with the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so let me get a few more cards so we can see what the rest of the messages. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo for December? You've got the Three of Pentacles. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo for December? Temperance. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo for December? And you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So that would be your energy because you are an earth sign. So what I see here, I mean, you're being told to be patient. I do see a lot of loving energy around you. There's major relationship energy. I mean, you've got the Four of Wands, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, a lot of significant relationship energy. But you also have the Three of Pentacles telling you that effort has to be put in. So I mean, obviously, like, you've had this major theme of choices with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords underneath here. Let me just move it so you can see what I'm talking about. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. There's choices you have to make. And there's all this relationship energy around for the sign of Virgo, but I mean, it's not going to come in automatically and magically without you doing anything. The Three of Pentacles is saying effort is required. You both have to try. And for some of you, it could be that, you know, it can't all just be your partner. It can't all just be you. If you're single, your ideal partner is not just going to come up and ring your doorbell. I mean, you have to put in some type of effort. There is major relationship energy around you. You do have Temperance also. You know, this came out with your energy as an earth sign here. Temperance does represent for some forgiveness. Again, with the Three of Pentacles, effort. teamwork. Whatever's going on between you and your partner, where there maybe is a struggle, because I do see that over here. Perhaps fighting, misunderstandings, pettiness. This is a card of patience and forgiveness and compassion. Don't do anything extreme. It could be that, there's a lot of instability in your relationship, in your marriage, and you're thinking of calling it quits. Temperance is saying don't do anything extreme. Again, it is with your energy, but there has to be some type of effort. There has to be some type of effort, because I feel like here someone's really conflicted. For some of you, there's just a lot of disagreements. For others, it could be that you're fighting something within you. Maybe it's something that does not allow you to make a decision. Okay, so let's move on to the confirmation deck and see what it wants to tell you. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo for December? You have the Star. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo for December? The Queen of Cups. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo for December? The Nine of Wands. Okay, what's the most important thing that Virgo needs to hear about their love life for the month of December 2018? Time for movement, Virgo. You have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is telling you it's time for your love life to move forward. All the knights represent change and movement, and this knight is moving in your love life. This also represents romance, someone sweeping someone off their feet, a proposal. It can be a proposal for a relationship, a marriage proposal. This is just positive movement, romance. It's time. So these three cards right here, let's take a look at them. So you've got the Star. The Star does represent hopes and wishes. It's like the Nine of Cups, the wish card, but this is a major arcana. So there's something significant. You've really been wanting either a relationship, maybe with this Queen of Cups, which is a water sign. This is a repeat card. So for the sign of Virgo, a water sign is a very significant to you. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And what I see here, with just focusing on these three cards, I see that for some of you, you've really been wanting a relationship, or you really want to work things out with this water sign. And again, the water sign, this could be the person in your life. They don't have to be a water sign. It could be the energy that they're in. It could be your energy. I just see this is the energy of a person, and you really want to be with this person. You really want things to work out. But there is a lot of fear here with the Nine of Wands. This is not just fear. This is paranoia. Like, you really have all your walls up, all your defenses. You're very overprotective of yourself. You're paranoid, perhaps of maybe even either approaching this water sign or trusting, or maybe, there's been too much conflict. Going back to the main energies, the Five of Wands. I feel like you really want things to work out with this water sign, or you really want to be with this water sign, but there is a strong sense of fear here. You're paranoid. Perhaps this is even an ex. Maybe you're paranoid about giving them another chance, trusting them again. Again, you could be fighting something within you here with the Five of Wands, but it's time for movement. The Knight of Cups is telling you your love life could really move forward now if you allow it, but there are choices. Otherwise, everything stays up in the air with the Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of going back and forth and not making decisions. If you don't make decisions, you get the Two of Swords, and you don't want that. The Two of Swords, this is stuck. It's like the Hangman. Until you make a really difficult decision or a tricky decision, nothing will happen. And again, I see a lot of relationship energy for you. You've got the Four of Wands. This is a very positive card of stability, a long-term relationship. And I see down here a lot of significant loving energy. You've got the Lovers. Of course, you have the Queen of Cups, which is a repeat card. And then you've got the Ace of Cups. There's a new beginning for you. The possibility of rekindling of a relationship for those of you where something ended. But you are being told for those where there is forgiveness, someone hurt you. This came out with your energy here. There has to be forgiveness and compassion, and both of you have to try with the Three of Pentacles. It can't all just be one person. So what we're going to do now, just looking for my deck here, we're going to focus just on exes. For those of you that want to reconnect with an ex, we're going to use this deck right here. I've already shuffled it, so let me go ahead and get these cards out of the way. And this person, it can be someone that you had a committed relationship or long-term relationship with, but sometimes people write me and ask me, can it just be someone that I dated or someone that I was interested in, someone that came into my life? And it can. Also, timing does not matter. So if this person has been gone for months, years, it's still valid. Okay, show us the energies around Virgo and their ex. Four of Wands, which is a repeat card. Virgo and their ex. Knight of Wands, also a repeat. Virgo and their ex. Seven of Swords. Virgo and their ex. Two of Swords, also a repeat. Virgo and their ex. Ace of Swords. Virgo and their ex. Two of Pentacles, also a repeat, because it was your first card, which is actually right here. So this is a repeat card, this is a repeat card, this is a repeat card, and this one as well. I won't get them all because it'll just confuse everything. All right, so I mean, what I see here, let's just go through them all. Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords at the bottom, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, repeat. So there is decisions are important. I mean, it's kind of interesting that not only did the Two of Pentacles repeat itself for you, but the Two of Swords also repeated itself for you. So for some of you, I mean, what I'm getting from this is that you might have a chance to take back your ex, and for some of you, there could have been something really unpleasant that happened with your ex. Let me just put it there so you can see the significance of this. The Two of Pentacles repeated itself, the Two of Swords repeated itself. For some of you, there could have been something really ugly that happened with your ex, and maybe you don't know if you want to forgive him. Maybe you did have Temperance, saying to be forgiving and compassionate. There's a choice here. I mean, there's 4 twos on the desk now. Different decks, they're the same cards. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Decisions. Virgo has a decision to make, and this is about your ex. Now, you do start with the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands, you know, this is a long-term relationship, which, again, we're looking at someone who's no longer in your life, but the Four of Wands is saying the relationship can continue to grow. There can still be commitment. This can still lead to something long-term. This can lead to marriage. But there's a need for action with the Knight of Wands. There's a need to really want to move forward. Remember that I went on and on about this because this was your first card, and this is a wishy-washy energy. This is everything up in the air. Again, you may have strong fears, and we saw that as well in the 9-card spread, the Nine of Wands. Strong fears about taking back your ex. With the Knight of Wands, this is a very self-confident energy of I will get this person back, or we will make it work. You have the Seven of Swords. I mean, for some of you, hard to say in a general reading. There could have been deceit, because this is a card of lying sometimes. Deceit. But it could also just mean self-deceit. This could even be being your own worst enemy. I do see, you know, a relationship here. Something, even with this person being your ex, there's still a possibility of something long-term, but not if you're working against yourself with the Seven of Swords. This can be being your own worst enemy. The Knight of Wands is saying, move forward. This can continue to move forward if this is really what you want, if you really pursue this in a self-confident way. But I see a really difficult decision here. I mean, Two of Swords 2 times, ouch. The Two of Swords, as it is, or just one of them, is there's something really complicated between you and your ex. Something that's really difficult, something you'd rather not touch, you'd rather not see it, you'd rather just not go there. There has to be a change of perspective. The Ace of Swords in the middle of all of this. The Ace of Swords means there's got to be a change of mind. And again, I mean, things maybe with your ex were maybe very complicated. Maybe there was deceit with the Seven of Swords. Maybe it was off and on. Maybe that's why you have the Two of Pentacles 2 times. That's instability. That's wishy-washy energy. Maybe they were very unreliable. Maybe that's why you don't know if you want them back. This is just, you know, you really don't want to make that decision. But this is being stuck. This is the energy of, like, you have to decide. And this could be just a matter of, like, what you need to either decide whether you're going to take them back or decide that you're not, so that you can move on. The Ace of Swords, I mean, this is a new perspective. It can also represent truth and clarity. There could have been something that your ex, you didn't know about your ex, maybe about how you broke up. Again, with the Seven of Swords, it could have been some type of deceit. It doesn't have to be the kind of deceit where it was cheating. It could have been that they were not completely honest about the reasons that they left. The reasons why they were maybe acting the way they were acting. With the Seven of Swords, it's either deceit or self-deceit or someone working against themselves. But what I see here, what really stands out for the sign of Virgo for December, when it comes to your ex, is I still see a long-term relationship with the Four of Wands. Things can really move forward with the Knight of Wands, which is also a repeat card. There's a need to be really self-confident. I mean, this is just, I mean, here it is. It's called the Prince of Wands in this deck, but this is a repeat card. There's a need to go after what you want. This can just be giving them a chance, because, I mean, choices is like the key word for you here. Choices. Tough choice. Difficult decisions. You may go back and forth, like, I do want him back, I don't. I do, I don't. That's the Two of Pentacles. It's there 2 times. But for some of you, there can be a sense of clarity, like you finally understand where they were coming from. Maybe you finally understand why things went wrong, why you couldn't work things out. But, you know, I do see that you do have a choice. That's one thing I can tell you. 4 2s on this desk. You have a choice as far as taking your ex back. And I feel strongly that for some of you, like, there will be some type of, like, information or, like, clarity, like, oh, I know why they did that, or I know why things couldn't work out. Whatever it is, I mean, I feel like you understand now. Maybe you even understand why they lied, or maybe it was you who lied. There is some type of clarity with the Ace of Swords. Okay, Virgo, this has been your love reading for December 2018. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.